Live from KTTC, the area's most watched late news, this is News Center at 10.
No matter what I thought I hit, especially when there's a bus stopped in the road.
Northwood, Iowa is consumed in grief tonight after a 7-year-old was hit and killed as she was walking to her school bus this morning. Good evening.
Well, the man who hit the little girl was later arrested after he fled the scene. And Chris Conti's live in the newsroom. Chris, a tough loss, hard to imagine for this community.
And Tom, you couldn't go anywhere in Northwood, Iowa today without meeting someone who was talking about the loss of this 7-year-old. Perhaps the ones having the hardest time understanding all of this, though, are her young classmates. They say talking in tough times is one of the best ways to cope.
People kept saying, oh, that guy should have stopped and checked what happened instead of just kept driving away.
7-year-old Parker Coda is learning that the hard way.
Then I just heard something say, oh, he started to stop, but he didn't. He just kept going.
Parker's best friend, his tic-tac-toe buddy and lifelong neighbor Kadyn, was just trying to get on the bus this morning. But she never made it.
What do you say? I'm sorry. I mean, that's...
Parker's mom usually drops him off at daycare with Kadyn right before school. Not today, though.
You know, if we wouldn't have been late this morning, he would have been getting on the bus with her. Could have been him.
Iowa State Patrol believes little Kadyn was crossing in front of her bus when she was hit by a pickup truck around 8 a.m. Parker's bus arrived a few minutes later.
I saw only Kadyn laying down on the ground and her bag and her lunchbox scattered over the road.
There simply are no words to describe this type of moment when 41st graders are collectively asking themselves, why Kadyn? Was she your best friend?
Pretty much.
Crisis specialists were at school today. Parents, too, though, are having a tough time dealing with this one.
You know, I would have stopped if I thought, no matter what I thought I hit.
They say talking is one of the best ways to cope. But no one in Northwood knows how to deal with the heartache.
She was always funny. She always was filled with joy.
Iowa State Patrol has not released the name of that driver, but an officer on scene told us that he isn't in custody tonight. No word on funeral arrangements for little Kadyn. Live in the newsroom, Chris Conti, KTTC News Center.